gather at Theatre des Champs-Élysées in the heart of Paris, France, to witness the opening night of the Russian composer Igor Stravinsky, the solo The Depths of the Rite of Spring, featuring choreography by Zaslavla Nijinsky, with scenic and costume design by Nicholas Roerich. This will be an opening night that will go down in history, but not for the reason you might think.
Can you please tell us your name and who you are?
Good evening. I go by Madame Celine Bourgeois. On this fine night, I have the great honor to view the ballet and orchestral concert from the center box. I am Margaret Lorenz.
Hold on, restart, sorry. Okay, go.
Hello, I am Margaret Lorenz, just call me. Never. Restart.
Okay, go.
Hello, I am Margaret Lorenz.
Madame Celine Bourgeois, can you describe what happened that night?
With bombastic sounds of orchestra rising from the back, the curtains began to rise at 8:45. From both directions, the stage dancers appeared, jumping up and down and towing against all conditions. But that wasn't all. From the center of the room and further out came howling and hissing, which then started to take control of the volume of the orchestra.
Madame Celine Bourgeois, as things start to lose control, can you explain what you started to see?
Within the audience, men dressed in evening clothes with long hair and mustaches began to break out into fights. In a split second, men began to throw punches from every direction. As more punches and slander were thrown, more chaos came throughout the theater. The box room next to my husband and I started to throw champagne bottles at one another, leaving us to hear glass shattering and champagne splattering.
Madame Celine Bourgeois, you are well known for your attendance of orchestra and ballet concert work. Like many that come with high expectations, I am assuming tonight's performance left you with disappointment. Can you please prove that to be true or not?
Well, weeks before the show, there have been rumors about the exquisite art that the Russian ballet had prepared for this evening. The newspaper had written about the seat prices doubling because a new meaning of art was to be presented during the Paris season. So yes, I did come in with high expectations, but were those expectations fulfilled is what you meant by it. Unfortunately, I was not happy with the performance. The childish movements and the modern attire from the performance disappointed me. The rise of arguments through comfortlessness and lack of taste.
Margaret, you've been one of few individuals who have created and executed the work of Ballet Grisette since it became the Ballet Grisette. Can you describe the night of Thursday, May 29, 1913? As many noted, it has been different from many other performances.
While yes, this performance has been different compared to the past one, I would like to describe the opening night as one that provoked a Semitic response. As the curtains arose, so did the voice orchestra.
You could just restart it. I'll restart it. Margaret, you've been one of few individuals who have created and executed the work for ballet. Margaret, there have been reports that the audience planned this uprise ahead of time for many reasons. Would you happen to know why?
Many people are upset with the changes we make to the structure of this piece in correlation with the definition of ballet. To turn ballet the most effective and fluid art form is the first to assure to the audience with insults to good taste and integrity. It is true to understand that the audience will present, and they show to us that.
As you entered the stage and things started to lose control, what emotions were you feeling? Were you scared, sad, maybe even happy?
I was happy would be a crazy statement. Here's the truth, though. I was scared. I have been dancing since the age of 5, and I have been a part of ballet Russian since the beginning of 1909, to be exact. When the audience became eruptively obnoxious, my nerves started to kick in. I kept reminding myself of the dance rule. No matter what, keep dancing. If you make a mistake, keep dancing. It started with me losing the sound of the orchestra, then me and other dancers lost our sync with each other. And the musician, this was a new experience, something I've never expected in this part of fine arts world.
Can I ask, where was Nijinsky throughout and after the performance?
Nijinsky was in the left for the entire time. As we started to lip sync and show confusion, he tried to shout the numbers to us. I felt as though many expected him to be upset because he's a choreographer, and we messed up the choreography. But he wasn't. Coming to this performance, Nijinsky knew this change of the art ballet was going to bring forth lots of opinions and emotions. He knew his work was a statement, and to get his reaction before the full piece was even performed was enough for him.
Miss Sylvie DuPont, I have heard many horror stories about the rites of spring opening night. Can you briefly tell us what happened?
I'm sure many have told you the various arguments and exchanges of punches that were present last night.
Yes, you are correct. Let me ask you, Ms. DuPont, from your perspective, what did you experience?
Well, being a part of an old orchestra comes with lots of responsibilities. In this case, the orchestra is what began the show at the certain arose. When we first began to play and the whistling noise began, I was able to ignore it. However, I started not to hear the music and only being able to play it once the audience started to howl.
As you continued to play, were you tempted to stop from the many distractions? What was the conductor doing?
Of course I wanted to stop, but that's not how it works. The orchestra is what guides the dancers along with their powers. If we were to stop playing, that would break up the